Welcome back to Bleeding Rainbow Comics. I'm LJ.
And I'm Win.
And today we're going to talk the D23 Entertainment Showcase. First up, we're going to do some of the announcements, and then we are going to go through the trailers that we got. We are not going to go over all of the trailers that we got because most of them weren't released to the public. So while we have seen most of them, we can't really cover them because you haven't seen them, so it doesn't matter. So first up, the Incredibles 3 announcement I thought we would start with. That was my favorite announcement of the whole shebang.
Yeah, it was pretty exciting.
I wasn't expecting it.
No, and it was happy surprise.
Yeah, well, Brad Bird has been very adamant that he doesn't want to make more, so they must have given him money, which is fine. That would get me to do more too.
Better throw him in a room till he said yes.
Yeah, that's fair. And Incredibles is a huge IP for them. It makes sense that they are making a third one after a gajillion years. A jillion years after the first one, not the second one. But I guess a little speculation. This is kind of going to be a longer video. So what do you think? Like, what's your wish list for this one? We'll just do a quick.
Well, wish list. I want the kids to age up a little bit. I want to see more of Jack. And as much as I love him as a baby, I want to see them grown up a little bit. So I'm willing to lose that to see that.
Same. I want to see a little bit more of the universe, which includes them growing up a little bit. And once supers are back in the spotlight, I don't want them to start right where movie 2 ended off. I want them to skip ahead a little bit, show us kind of a new era
exactly.
of superhero acceptance. But yeah, I that's the route that I would go, but I'm not writing this movie. So Brad Bird, whatever, you figure it out. Moving on, we have Hoppers was announced, which appears to be a movie about a child, a machine, and a beaver. I tried to make that as inconspicuous as possible. But I think that it's called Hoppers because the kid transfers their consciousness from animal to animal.
I hope so. I hope it's not just a beaver.
I mean, we'll see what. There's usually a reason for which animals they pick, and they've garnered my trust enough. But yeah, I hope it's more animals and just to have some variety.
If it is just one animal, I wish they had picked a bunny.
Well,
I think Hopper.
I think that if it was only going to be a beaver, they wouldn't have called it Hoppers because they would have picked an animal that hops.
Yeah, I would hope so. I mean, anything, kangaroo, something.
I guess until we get more of this, my hype meter for this one is not nearly what it is for The Incredibles, but I'll reserve the right to change my mind once we get like a better first look.
That's usually how when we first hear about a movie from Pixar, we're like,
what?
Oh. And then it ends up being something really good. Like, let's give emotions.
They have really weird ideas, but usually they come together. Moving on, we have a Disney Plus original series that is in the world of Inside Out, between Inside Out 1 and Inside Out 2, called Dream Productions. And I believe that it is about like the dream productions in the brain.
Yeah,
like
with the unicorn guy and stuff. That's probably what it'll be, I assume, too. It's not going to be about the emotions.
Yeah.
It's going to be about them side characters.
I think this is going to be another thing to where they say it's a Disney Plus original show, but it's going to be like shorts.
Yeah, I think
it's going to be another I Am Groot, but Inside Out.
Yeah, and they've tricked me one too many times with that, and I got excited for a show, and it was just like a few shorts.
Baymax.
Yeah, you could watch it.
You're still
in
scarred.
20 minutes.
Yeah. So I'm pretty hyped about this. I like Inside Out along with most of the world, apparently, given the box office.
Yeah.
I'm excited for them to get any more content. I'm not expecting much. My bar is pretty low.
And more unicorns.
Fair. We also have Avatar 3 got its title, Avatar Fire and Ash, which we already knew it was going to be about the fire Na'vi. So that makes sense.
I'm excited for it. I have a weird interest in the Avatar people, so
yeah, I don't. I like for me, those movies are one and done. I will never need to watch 1 or 2 ever again. Glad that I saw them, but I will never need to rewatch them.
Yeah, I mostly like it for the visuals.
And then the final things for announcements, the 2 shows that we have known about, Marvel Zombies is going to be rated mature.
Yeah,
so that's the good part. The bad part is it's only 4 episodes.
Yeah, I'm very sad about that because I am excited about that show and I want it to be more.
Yeah,
maybe there'll be really long episodes since it's only 4.
Let's expectation manage. And also Eyes of Wakanda is also going to be 4 episodes only.
Yeah. I don't know anything about that show. I know what to expect from
Marvel Eyes of Wakanda is kind of like a prequel to all of
its I have the
previous Wakandans and Black Panthers protecting the secret of Wakanda from the world. That's the whole premise of the show.
Yeah, but all we've really seen is live action Wakanda. We don't really know other characters that could be starring in it. Like, we don't know characters. Yeah. So I don't know
it'll be characters from Wakanda past. I don't know what to expect in that regard. I don't know what they're going to do with 4 episodes. I feel like they greenlit it, and now that Marvel is pulling back a little bit, they're like, okay, let's 4 of these episodes are done. Let's just post it and move on. So that makes me a little bit nervous, but I don't know. I'm glad we're getting some Marvel mature content. Deadpool showed that there's a huge market for it.
Yeah.
So hopefully that'll.
And it's awesome. It's with the zombies.
Hopefully that'll continue into like the Midnight Suns. But yeah, for all of the announcements and stuff like that, those are the big ones. And then we got quite a few trailers. Like I said, some of the trailers were not shown to the public. So there's really not much to talk about there. They showed the Daredevil trailer, which got taken down off the internet very quickly from anybody that posted it. What else? What other trailer did they show? I know they showed all of the Comic-Con ones. So they showed like the same reel for Fantastic Four. They showed the Captain America Brave New World where like Hulk comes out of the podium. But yeah. So we are going to talk about the trailers that the common folk got. So first up, the most important trailer for me is the Agatha All Along trailer. I thought it was a good second trailer. I thought that I liked that they're not giving too much away. I thought that it didn't give away too much more than the first trailer did.
Yeah. But it's got me more hyped for it, though. It was a cool trailer.
Yeah, I really liked the Down the Witch's Road song with all of them and them performing it at D23. That was pretty cool.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm super excited for it. I think it paints a little bit better picture of what it's about. It's pretty much confirming that we're going to go through different like witchy representation in movies instead of like the sitcom eras for WandaVision. So I'm pretty excited about that. And I don't know. It seems somehow they keep making trailers that are balanced and super menacing, but super campy.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I'm here for it.
Well, that just shows you the show's probably going to be just as leveled.
I'm all for that. Campy craft. That's all I need. We also got a trailer for the Skeleton Crew, Star Wars, which looks interesting. I am clearly not the target audience for that movie.
Yeah, it just didn't feel Star Wars to me.
It was Star Wars meets Guardians of the Galaxy meets the Backyardigans. It's how I would.
Even down to just little details like the sheets the kid is laying on. does not look like Star Wars sheets. They look like something I had, which I know is the
You
point.
probably had Star Wars sheets.
It's supposed to be like nostalgia-y feeling, like ET and stuff. But I think they crossed that line a little too far and got lost out of Star Wars.
Yeah, it did not seem very Star Warsy to me. It did very much come across like the Goonies and the scene from Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3, where they're all in that like little high evolutionary town.
Yeah, it's like a Goonies or an ET in the future here.
Yeah,
is more of what it seems like.
Which we'll see how it goes. Again, I am not the target audience for that, so I hope everybody that is enjoys it.
Yeah, I hope I enjoy it.
You probably will. We also have a trailer for Win or Lose, a Pixar movie.
Didn't know we were getting it.
Show. It's a show.
It's a show.
December of this year, I believe. And
go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I know it's about sports, but that's all I really understood from the trailer.
Yeah, I mean, it's Pixar. It's going to be the emotions kids go through with playing sports and just life in general. What I
feel like the trailer didn't really sell that though. So maybe it was just a very much first look trailer where we got to see a little bit of the world, but I didn't feel like the world was very impressive or unique. I would have liked a little bit of story in the trailer just to kind of see what it's about.
We'll probably get another trailer maybe, and it'll explain that.
Oh, well, 100% good.
But my thing is like, it's Pixar. Like you have Monsters Inc., you have Toy Story, you have Turning Red. Like, and this is the story they give us. Like, I didn't know it was coming out. I didn't know I needed a Pixar TV show. And I'm still disappointed.
I mean, I will say, since it looks like anyways, that it's about kids playing sports called Win or Lose. So like you said, the emotions going through games.
Yeah.
Maybe this is the conversation of how do we react when we win or lose? What is our mindset? What's a healthy mindset? What's a toxic mindset? Because there's a lot of toxicity going around, and that's always been there in sports. When I was in sports, I would get yelled at if I did not do one thing correctly.
I mean, yeah, that is probably it. It's just, I don't know. I would expect a different type of show from Pixar.
They're branching out. We'll see. I'll give it a shot. We also got a trailer for Moana 2.
Yeah.
That's all. Yeah.
I didn't know if you had more to say.
No. I'm really excited about this one. I am really glad that they got the original voice actors back for Moana and Maui.
And Moana's parents got busy.
Yeah,
she has a sister.
It's interesting that she has a little sister, and to me it looks like a lot of the more adults in the show are the kids from the first movie grown up. Yeah. So it's clearly a big time gap.
Well, it's also kind of a way to bring in baby Moana without having to be baby Moana.
Yeah, fair. I mean, I really liked the trailer. I can't wait to watch it. And I don't know if my heart can take the oceany Grandma Tala that she sees. I can't do it. I cried way too much when she died.
Will you see her again?
I don't know if I can handle it. So last up, we have the Mufasa trailer.
Yeah. I
have so many reactions to all of them.
I have so many mixed feelings after watching this trailer. So I hated the live action Lion King. Thought it was horrible. And which is surprising because Lion King was one of my favorites as a kid. But I'm actually kind of excited for it because I think it's very messed up and very interesting that Mufasa is adopted and Scar was in line to be king. And then somehow Mufasa still became king.
He was better.
Yeah, I'm starting to see some motivations for Scar.
I think the thing that I like most about the Mufasa 2 trailer is because I loved the original Lion King. And so I think that that's what I expected going into watching the live action one.
Mhm.
And it was like they took it and took all of the whimsy out. And it's like they just recorded the animals interacting and did a voice dub over top.
Yeah, and
But this one seems to have a little bit more whimsy, and I think
Yeah.
that they took those notes after the first movie, and so maybe it'll be a more blended.
yeah, and maybe because we didn't see it as animated first, we don't have the same expectations
Right.
in our head or something for it.
My expectation is still make it whimsy as Lion King.
Yeah, it's just I don't know. I'd have probably killed Mufasa too if I was Scar. Like,
Well, you're petty.
that is messed up.
But yeah, so we have all of those announcements. We have Incredibles 3, Hoppers, Dream Productions, Avatar, Fire and Ash, new trailers for Agatha, Skeleton Crew, Win or Lose, Moana 2, Mufasa. It was been a pretty busy Friday night. I guess let us know in the comments below what was your favorite thing, what was your least favorite thing, what are your opinions on all of these things? Do you agree with us? Do you disagree with us? Tell us in a non-toxic way, because I'm sensitive.
Is there any other trailers you'd like us to break down further?
I have a
just a
couple
quick
that I would
breakdown.
like to, so let me know. But for this short and sweet video, I'm LJ,
And I'm Win.
and this is Bleeding Rainbow Comics. See ya.
Bye.